So hello everyone, it is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're gonna get into another battle of the. So I meant to swatch this in my compare this in the video I did on this new Natasha Denona palette, but I forgot to bring it with me. So I figured we could do a battle of the and see what if these perform the same, because since this is a all gray quad and Natasha has grays in here to create the smoky eye, I figured it'd be cool to just see how the grays perform against these grays and how the silvers perform against these silvers, because I think they look amazing. I don't have the ColourPop Blowing Smoke or Smoke Show palette in my collection, so we can't do a battle of the comparing that to that, because y'all know I'd have been on it and probably had it in the video that came out with this. But since I don't, we're just gonna work with this, and this is starting off my week of Natasha Denona, I guess, because I have 2 more palettes to do battle of those with other things that you all will see in the main chick side chick video later on probably. And then I have complexion stuff to talk about, since all her complexion stuff is currently on sale at Sephora. So I figured we'd just go ahead and take a whole week just of content for her, and then you know, we can get all those videos out the way at once. And then we don't have to worry about sneaking Natasha in anymore anytime soon, because once Mother's palette comes, I want it to be all focused on Mother and nothing else. Anyway, so let's get started. Let me go ahead off camera prime my eye, and then I'll be right back. We're going to take the Juvia's Place primer, by the way, though, and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. I'm going to start off with the Juvia's Place palette. So, I'm going to just take the dark gray right here, obviously, and start working on the outer V, because since it's a gray palette, we can't use the black Natasha and just use the gray in here, so we use gray all over, which is fine, because I wanted to give y'all like a more gray focused look with Natasha's palettes, and then we get the opportunity while we battling against Juvia's Place. So I'm thinking I'm just do like a halo where I leave the dark gray on the outer V and then we just put the shimmer on the lid on both sides, because I felt that'd be easier on me and it won't take that much time. Plus, it'll give a clear distinction of, you know, as far as the shimmers go, which ones be better. And I'm expecting Natasha's to be better just because, you know, she charged $25 for her baby palette, and Juvia's Place only charged $10 for this. That's just like my personal thought behind it. Don't know how right I am, but that's what I decided. So there you go. So we have blended out the gray. That looks good. Now we're going to go over to Natasha's palette and blend out her gray. And see how that goes. I'm curious to see if both these colors are going to be similar enough to where you won't be able to tell or not. I feel like Natasha's is just a tad bit deeper. So I'm just kind of like, ugh. I'll just go ahead and blend it out more. Wow, I feel like her gray actually looks kind of patchy compared to the Juvia's Place one. Yeah, like on the lid area right in here. I feel like it's looking patchy where I'm rubbing the brush. To me, it looks patchy in there. Interesting, because I feel like the Juvia's Place one is just opaque and works just fine. I mean, I worked out the patchiness, but I feel like I had to blend it more than the Juvia's Place, and the Juvia's Place was cheaper, so take that how you want. Next, we need to swatch out these shimmers and see which one is closest. So I'm going to swatch the 2 Juvia's Place ones. I'm going to swatch them on top of my bronzer swatches on my hand, Lord. Okay, so one seems to be a little more flaky and one seems to be smoother. And then we'll do Natasha's. Okay, so Natasha's is automatically brighter than the Juvia's Place one, but I'm going to just take this Juvia's Place one right here, and then we'll take, obviously, the only one Natasha has, and use that one. So, let me wipe these shimmers in my hand. So, the second one that I swatched was this one up here, so this is one we're going to take for Juvia's Place, and then, like I said, Natasha only has one, so it's not difficult to figure out which one I'm going to use. Y'all almost swatched into the dark of the two by accident. That'd have been a whole hot mess. Because I'm like, who tried to do though? Who? So we just gonna start. Okay, it looks nice. Let's go ahead and put that all over. And then of course we'll have to dust back over it with the matte to blend the two colors together. But on initial application, I'm liking the way they shimmer looks. So that's what we're looking like with the finished Juvia's Place eye. I think it looks nice. I'm going to go back in with the matte right now while we're on that side so we can get the side completely done and out the way. So when I get done with Natasha's side, we just zoom out and have the conversation. So, a little bit more. Just a little bit. And the shimmer is giving me a little bit of fallout on my face. I don't know if y'all can see, I got glitter particles like right up in here. All around my nose from the shimmery shadow we used, the Juvia's Place. So it's going to give you a little bit of fallout, but that's okay. I can just get up the brush that I put my setting powder on with and wipe it off. So we are done with the Juvia's Place eye. This is what she looks like. Okay, now let's get my brush and go ahead and use it on this Natasha side. Look at that. Natasha is definitely more metallic and reflective than Juvia's Place, but again, she charges $25 for 5 shades. She need to be doing something and going up. And she's giving me fallout as well, so both of the shades are giving me fallout. But Natasha's gives less fallout. So let's go in with Natasha's brush again. And just go ahead and blend that a little bit better. Up in here. It was a lovely Friday afternoon. Okay, so the problem with blending this one is I feel like it's just spreading the shimmer farther across and smoothly blending it in like the Natasha Denona one. I mean like the Juvia's Place one did, but otherwise like they look about the same. This one just looks like it's deeper on the outer part and brighter in the inner part where the Juvia's Place one is not. So let's zoom it on out and talk about what I think because my battery is blinking. Okay, so let me know which side you prefer. I actually think I prefer the Natasha side just because I like the deepness of that gray shade and I like the fact that the shimmer is more metallic-y and sparkly, but you could let me know what you think down below. I think the Juvia's Place one is fine for $10 though. Like, did y'all see the way these swatched? Like, it looks fine for $10. I think it's great for $10 if you don't care about not having the black in here and those couple of extra shades in here. Then I definitely say get the gray one from Juvia's Place because you can buy a black single shadow for $6 and still not have to spend $25 to get the same color story. Or you can just buy the ColourPop one. I think it's like $12 or something and get one hell of a deal. But I think both sides look nice. It just depends on what you want. But you do get that shade Blackest Black that she has a single of that's like 20 bucks on its own in this palette, along with 4 other shades for 25, and this metallic is really nice. So it just depends on what you want to splurge on. I'm glad I have both. I think I'll use both for different purposes. Obviously these will be more for drugstore affordable like smoky looks, and obviously this one is just a classic smoky eye for us bougie ladies. But anyway, those are my thoughts. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.